Welcome in, everybody, to TB Sports 27 as the Utah Utes are wrapping up what's been another successful season here as they are looking for back-to-back undefeated regular season 11-0. We're going to stream 2 games with you here today. We got Dan the Legend already joining us in the chat. And, of course, we're wrapping it up traditional against the rivalry game here in the Big 12, Utah in Colorado. Colorado doesn't have too strong of an offense to go against our top-ranked defense, but looking out for it, they got a very tough running back right there. You see a 1,000-yard running back, 15 touchdowns. That's going to be the guy, McKinney. He's going to be the one to watch out for. Colorado and Utah. And then after this, we are going to stream with you guys the Big 12 championship game. That's right. It's going to be Utah and Oklahoma. Now, that's already been clinched, and that's what kind of makes this game a little interesting as you're looking at the divisions here in the North. Nebraska can't catch Utah. So no matter what happens here, whether Utah wins or loses, this game essentially doesn't mean anything, and it might not mean anything for the college football playoff. If Utah loses, but then beats Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game, we could still get into the college football playoff with one loss, with being the champions of a really good conference in the Big 12, as there's not that many one-loss teams out there. So, all that to be said, there's not a whole lot on the line for Utah, and this is kind of a trap game, being a rivalry game, but you got 30-plus wins on the line, back-to-back undefeated regular seasons, not one to lose and not one to put it to chance, because the committee could decide to take Utah out of the mix should they lose this game. So we don't want that to happen, but either way, we're going to try to finish out with the undefeated regular season, and Dan says, no, the committee. That's right. The committee could boot us right on out. So, yeah. So all that to be said, cold night here. This is a nighttime game. I did check the schedule. I want to try to get in the habit of checking the schedule. This is like a 9 o'clock kick here. So it is a prime time game, Saturday night. We know that we have guaranteed a spot in the Big 12 championship game against Oklahoma. And we also, I guess, should maybe make an official announcement as we go into this. I've been kind of debating, going back and forth, trying to think about when we go into next season, because I want to do at least another season or two before the new game comes out. And we still don't know if the new game's any good. So if it's not good, I reserve the right to stick with this older game, as I tend to do a lot. They're going to throw the ball to begin the game, are the Colorado Buffaloes. No Coach Prime out there, no Dion. But I am going to make the adjustment. Now, we just did, not too long ago, a couple of seasons ago, we moved Utah to the Big 12 before they did it in real life. We beat Utah to the punch. We brought Utah and Colorado back to the Big 12 before they did it themselves in real life. There's Justin McKinney getting his first handoff of the game. So we made these kind of super conferences and revamped everything and moved things around a couple of years ago. Well, we've decided, and we've been debating it, we're going to do it again. We are, after this season, we're going to adjust the conferences as best we can to mimic how it's going to look in real life, since we are going to be going into the new game soon. So that means Texas, Oklahoma going to the SEC. That means Arizona State coming to the Big 12. That means the Pac-16 is essentially going to fall apart, and we got to figure out how we're going to do that, because you can't just delete a conference in the game, and I think you have to have at least 4 teams in a conference. Right now they got 2. They got Oregon State and Washington State. So we're going to figure all that out, but that's going to be after the season is over. So just to put that out there, we are going to shuffle the conferences up, and we're going to stay in the Big 12, of course, but the Big 12 is actually, a lot of our power hitters are going to be going away, because if we move Texas, Oklahoma, and then we move Nebraska back into the Big 10, which is where they are in real life, that's 3 of the dominant teams. So Utah is going to be kind of a king amongst men in this division, being the dominant team, because the teams that have given us trouble over the last number of seasons have been Texas and Oklahoma and Nebraska, and they're going to all be heading out because we're going to match the alignment as best we can to real life situations. So that's on the horizon. Big 12 championship coming up against Oklahoma, and we're also going to do a special stream where we get all the bowls set up and we get the college football playoff set up, so stay tuned for that. That is most likely going to be a Patreon stream, but we're going to show you all the results and all that. So Andrew Cross on the move, flips it down the field to Bill Bradford. Pedro Washington, vote for him to knock that one down. And it is a 3-and-out for the Utah Utes in this one. So a lot of excitement to come and more announcements on the way. We are going to do the Week 12 post-game wrap-up for you guys here on Twitch. That's going to be an exclusive. We hadn't done that before. And I may even upload it as a YouTube video for you guys. These have been Patreon Clubhouse exclusive videos. But I may upload it here for you guys because we are going to stream, and I want to stream right through to the Big 12 championship. But I might do a lot of the bowl stuff, as a Patreon, and then, we'll do the rest here on camera, the off-season stuff and all that. So there you go. So now it's time to focus on this game. Let's do this thing. Dan the Legend joining us. Says this is exciting. Yes. Big times here as the end of the college football season is upon us. From what I understand, there's McKinney having a big rush. He's going to be the guy to watch out for Colorado. Boy, look at Kansas putting up 60 points the week after we just thrashed them. I understand that the college football tool that lets you kind of modify the bowls and all that has a 12-team playoff now, so maybe that's something we possibly look into after we do one more 4-team playoff. Maybe for the next year, the year after, we play around with a 12-team playoff and see how that works. It's a lot of bowls we're going to have to shuffle around to make that work. As a reminder as well, one final note before we kind of hit the ground running doing the rest of this, as Maxwell drops back. There's another McKinney. I don't know if that's his brother or cousin or what. We got Matt McKinney and Justin McKinney. I am on call this week with my work. That is part of the work, part of my job. Every 3 weeks I am on call. So I have the on-call phone right here. There it is. That's the on-call phone. So during this game, during the Oklahoma game, if the phone rings, got to answer it. That means for Twitch, we'll just put a pause on it. I'll come back when I can come back. For YouTube, I'll probably end the video right there, and we'll just have to pick it up in a part 2. But that is the thing. However, if you want to help support the channel, we are doing a 20 subscriber goal here for this stream. If we get 20 new subs in this stream, then we're going to do an extra game with you today. I don't know what that is yet, but maybe I'll let some of the new subs decide. We'll play a bonus stream. Probably not college football because I need time to get all the playoff stuff and the bowl stuff put together, but we will do an extra game here. So 20 new subs for this stream, and we'll get that done. And we'll get some plugs in a moment here for you guys. If you want to help us not be on call anymore, where you can see this in real time and not have to have the pauses or anything, that's how you can support the channel. Follow along with us on Twitch. That's where we go live. We upload it all onto YouTube. We were live tweeting here today just a couple hours ago on Twitter. And of course, we are on Patreon, so become a Clubhouse member for exclusive videos, early and ad-free video releases, and as well as Streamlabs. We set up a new Streamlabs thing, so if you want to drop something, that was actually a 4th down for Colorado. That was gutsy instead of going for it there. If you want to drop something in the Streamlabs jar for us, you guys can certainly do that as well. It'll come up on the screen, so you guys are certainly welcome to do that, and Ko-Fi as well. There's the handoff to Bill Bradford, who turns it up the field. Those are all the different places you can help support the channel, help support TB Sports 27, and maybe we can throw the old on-call phone away one day. Part of the job, part of the gig, for sure. 2nd down and 4. Big pressure coming, man. Colorado playing Utah tough. Now, the last game that we did with you guys against the Kansas Jayhawks, we kind of went through the history of Colorado. And we've had their number over the last number of seasons, but Colorado, of course, has played us close, and they have gotten some wins over us in the past, and they would love nothing more than to get the win here. Nice throw by Andrew Cross. Now, again, essentially, this game, you almost hate to use these words, and don't dare say those words to a coach, or they'll tear you from limb. Essentially, this is a meaningless game, because if Utah loses, we're still going to the Big 12 championship game, and there's still a possibility that we make the college football playoff with a Big 12 championship game victory despite a loss to Colorado. However, we got a lot on the line. We got 32 wins in a row on the line. We're trying to break what may be the unbreakable record for the Oklahoma Sooners that they set way back in the day of wins. We got USC, their winning streak, Miami in our peripherals, so a lot is on the line with those records to be fallen here with this Utah Utes team, as Andrew Cross is going to lose the football. My God, but you know who's not going to lose it is all of our Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much. Ultra Fan stream coming up with Damon, and from what I understand, he's got a pretty exciting request coming our way, so be on the lookout at that. Should be coming up next week, I believe, the Ultra Fan stream with Damon. Rest of the Mega Fans, we got the November thread up. We got a video review. They might have said that Andrew Cross's elbow was down. Go vote in the November request thread for what you guys want to see streamed on Twitch throughout the month of November. And they are going to reverse it. We got a couple of outliers as we look at the bottom of the screen as we do this conference realignment thing. And we're going to try to match it with real life as best we can. But we got teams like Fresno State, which for years has been not part of the... They've been in the Pac-16, and they've been a dominant team. They were in the college football playoff last year. So they're kind of considered a big conference team, where in real life, they're still in the Mountain West. We got to figure out a spot for them, whether we find a way to sneak them into the Big 12. Oh, man, 4th and 1. We go for it. They want us to go for it. We're going to go for it. Other teams like Central Michigan as well, that's been part of the Big 10 for a number of years. We got to figure out what to do with them. So a lot of interesting stuff to come at the end of this season. It's 4th and 1, and Bill Bradford picks up the first down. There's swoop. All right, we're going to do little curls here. We got Dan, who can't wait. Dan the Legend. Mr. Legend. Thank you for your support. Dan, one of our newest subscribers and followers here on Twitch. Joined us last time when we were streaming Kansas Jayhawk game against the Utah Utes. 2nd and 10. Pistol set up here for the Utes. Cross flushed out and just gets rid of it. So they have sent him running. Andrew Cross had a really nice performance, a really nice game against the Kansas Jayhawks, and coming back into this one, struggling again. Maybe one of the worst 99 overall quarterbacks, but he continues to win games. I'm telling you. He's the Denver Broncos Tim Tebow. They say he can't throw, can't do this, but by God, he wins games. And that's what Andrew Cross is doing for us right now. 4th and 5. Utes will go for it again here. It is going to be a screen to Bradford, and the Colorado Buffaloes have blown that one up. So listen to the people. Colorado, they are pumped up. They are fired up in this one here. Colorado wants to be the one to end the Utah winning streak. Maxwell. Oh my God, I thought that was going to be an interception. Eugene Tate. Wow. For the missed interception or for the play call that we had there? I don't know either one. Dan the man, Dan the legend. Maxwell dropping back, and that one falls incomplete. Maxwell doesn't have the greatest numbers on the year. Your main guy is Justin McKinney in the backfield to watch out for. But this top-ranked Utah defense continues its domination here. Maxwell, they throw it 3 consecutive times, and Eugene Tate makes the grab. They keep it rolling. Screen pass. Ooh, that was a fumble-aya. We're going to send a little tweet out real quick to the people. We are live. Hashtag live. Let the people know. Let the people know we're here. Tell them, Dan the man. Live, Twitch. Should I do a little WWE crown jewel in there? WWE crown jewel. Of course, I'd help if I spell Twitch correctly. TWITH. We are live. We got Pack in New Zealand. Attack on Titan. I should do Attack on Titan season finale. Throw that in there. Get people clicking. Switch. Third down. Eugene Tate again. Twitch.tv/TV Sports 27. Let the people know. Tune in with everybody saying TB Sports. Yeah. End of the first quarter, folks, and it is 0-0. Number 1, Utah. Colorado, they're bowl bound. They're, or wait, no, they're 5. I'm trying to remember now. I'm trying to remember. It's the beginning of the year. Were they 5-6? 6-6? I don't know if they're bowl bound or not. Oh, they're going to fake it. Look at the Buffaloes in a rivalry game trying to go all out. This is the definition of a rivalry game right here between the Utes and the Buffaloes. Utah comes in and gets the stop on Colorado. And we've got to put points on the board now. We got to make it happen. Hand off to Bradford. Man, Bradford had all kinds of daylight in front of him. Got chased down from behind. Colorado defense playing tough. It's kind of giving me Missouri flashbacks a little bit. Andrew Cross out to Baldwin and only a yard.
That makes it 3rd and 11.
I don't know what the heck my dad is talking about. He just sent me a message. He said, big game today. He's up in North Dakota. The Bison against South Dakota State. And I said, yeah, South Dakota's looking good this year. He said they are looking good this year. They spanked the Thundering Herd with the ugly checkerboard end zone. Like, oh, maybe earlier this season they beat the Thundering Herd?
Man left, man left. Two down. Let's go.
I guess they have a checkerboard end zone. I should know this. I'm the uni guy. I'm the field guy. 3rd and 11. Cross. Plenty of time. Goes deep. Oh my God, 42 yards. How about the arm strength from Andrew Cross? Go ahead and give him one of those. Silence the doubters. That might have been the best bit of arm strength I've seen out of Andrew Cross this whole season. And now for the first time within striking distance, Cross guns it in there to Baldwin. Seeing Ohio State won, Texas State. So shouldn't see many changes there to the top 4. College football playoff. Texas State will be interesting going into our conference realignment coming up and how they settle in. I kind of got a plan. I got a group of 5 plan that I'm interested to see what your guys' take on that is. Because with the way it is, there's going to be a lot of conferences that don't have that many teams in them. So there may be a giant super conference kind of thing coming out of that, but I won't give away too much just yet. Because, of course, in real life, these other conferences have added teams from the FCS level. We don't have that luxury here in this game. Touchdown. There's your first score of the game. Brian Baldwin, tight end, touchdown. Andrew Cross. Dun, 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 dun. Extra point is good.
Extra point attempt is good.
So Texas State hoping to not only be that group of 5 representative, but to be the second mid-major to make the college football playoff. The first in our world was Miami, Ohio 2 years ago. The committee put them as the -- 1 seed. They were the only undefeated season in kind of almost like a 2007 type of year that we had. They were the only undefeated team. Committee put them at #1. They got pretty dominated by the #4 seeded Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma would go on to play Navy in the national championship down in Tampa and would get the win there. I don't know where the national title is this year. We got to decide. We had Vegas the first year, which was Army and Georgia Tech. Then we had Tampa, which was Oklahoma. Oh my God, McKinney, which was Oklahoma and Navy. Then last season was Utah and Texas. That was in Indianapolis. So let's see where we're going to go this year. Where is the national title going to be? 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. Find themselves trailing now in this one. Brandon Charles with the deflection. Big guys, big heavies on defense there. They give it to McKinney. McKinney is fighting hard, rushing hard. Got 44 yards on the ground, 9 carries already, though. I know, you try to... It's the last game of the season. You're going for a bowl bid, so maybe you do give it just to him 30 times or so. Army takes the loss to Boston College, so that's going to eliminate their college football playoff hopes and dreams. And that might open the door for some other 2-loss teams to sneak in should we see a loss from an Arkansas or an Ohio State. Right now we are looking at a possibility of a rematch for the 3rd time in 2 years of Utah and Arkansas. If the committee holds up with Arkansas at #4, Utah at #1, getting that matchup again. We were #1 and #2 earlier in the year, and we might see it one more time. #1 versus #4, perhaps, this time. Time winding down here in the second. Cross with a lot of time. Good job by the offensive line. And Andrew Cross guns that one in there for an 11-yard completion to the man that is a first ballot kick returner of the year, without a doubt. Not going anywhere. I mean, you just pretty much pack up that trophy and give it to him right now. Bill Bradford, not a strong rushing performance. That's rare for him. He's normally the go-to guy, the main guy. So it's had to go to Andrew Cross here. And that one is tipped incomplete. Stan Parker gets his paw in there to knock that one down. We'll go to 3rd and 10. Cross, nice. That was a beautiful pass. Cross, the zip that he's got on these passes is more than we've seen from him most of this year. I mean, what a tumultuous career it's been from freshman year. Coming in with all the hype. You know, we contemplated retirement, but we got Andrew Cross, highest rated recruit. Up and down freshman year, got benched a multitude of times. Comes in last year undefeated, wins it all. Struggles again this year, gets benched a couple of times, nearly lost his job, but then the backup also got injured, so Cross got back in there, and here he is having some really nice throws here against the Colorado Buffaloes. Following up was a really nice game against the Kansas Jayhawks. Cross delivers that one to Jermaine Cox for 15.
15 on the play. First down.
Cox out, that's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the yeah. He's out, he's loose. Jermaine Cox. Delayed handoff, and Bill Bradford. That's his best performance. He's going to just about double his rushing output with that carry. And Utah rolling down the field, getting ready to punch this one in as we're getting set to head off to Jerry's World. AT&T Stadium inside the big dome.
Makes it first and 10.
Another Big 12 championship. We'll have to look at the calendar. I know we've done this recently, but to see, I mean, we're coming up on yet another conference championship in the trophy case, which is kind of wild for this team.
6 yards. That'll make
And I always pose the question, throw the question out there. Do you guys want to see the conference championship always at the same location, which is AT&T Stadium, which is what they do in real life? Or do you want to see us switch it up? You want to have different locations? Ooh, that was almost taken. Interception. Mainly just because we're always in the conference championship, so to switch it up to make it a little different. Would you guys like to see different stadiums? I don't know what different stadiums we would pick. There's not too many pro stadiums in here, but we were doing in the Pac-12, we were doing a different local campus. Oh, man. Cross gets drilled.
loss of 8 yards on the play. That makes it 4th and 12.
I mean, Collier coming in there. I don't know what happened. The blocking, 69, 68, might as well 69. The 11-play drive falls short of a touchdown. However, the field goal attempt by Richardson is good. So we'll take a 2-score lead. What we got here? We got Air Force and BYU. That's a conference game. That's the only reason they're showing us that. There's not really, I mean, BYU would qualify for a bowl game should they pick up the win in that one. Tight contest, though.
Return. The kickoff is down for a touchback.
Here we go. Tight right. Four down.
Maxwell, oh my goodness. They'll put that at 35 yards to Matt McKinney. Is that Lyles that he burned back there? Colorado, despite the 0 on the scoreboard, they come out with some fight. Defense is fighting, offense is playing hard. Maxwell goes way back, and it's intercepted. Big interception for the Utes. Brandon Charles comes up with the INT. Classic linebacker, tight end situation there. And we're going to go to Andrew Cross now. If he can drive us down the field in a minute here. Get some more points going into the half. Cross, get some good blocks. Open, and there it is. There's old noodle-armed Andrew Cross. Yep, that's well, there's the Iron Bowl results. Auburn gets the win. Yep, that's about what we expect usually out of Andrew Cross, and he knew it too. Hand right on the face, couldn't believe it. Timeout called by the Buffaloes. Man, that's rough. That's a rough INT. Maxwell, under duress, completes it to Hurd. Barry Hurd for 16. Colorado. They're in the shadow of the end zone. Look at Swoop back there. Look at that. Look at that party animal doing his thing in the back. Maxwell. Oh my God! Nearly intercepted on that one, but Hurd back-to-back catches. Not the thundering Hurd, but the Buffalo. SMU gets the win, so they're still hoping, against all hope, that they're going to be the group of 6, group of 5 representative if the Texas State Bobcats slip up at all. We're going to look at that. You guys are going to get a look here. That's normally a Clubhouse Patreon exclusive, but because it is the last game of the regular season, and we're coming up on the conference championship games, we're going to bring that one to you. Oh, incomplete. Matt McKinney drilled. Loses the football. Less than a minute to play. 3rd and 5. Matt McKinney. The McKinney brother just getting called all day. Utah calls a timeout here. And on 4th and 2, they're going to go for it. They hand it off to Justin McKinney. And he has stood up at the line. So multiple times Colorado has elected to go for it rather than take the points. It burns them again. Go for it on 4th down. Fake punts. Bill Bradford gets popped. And I think with that, we're going to let the clock run out. Initially, yeah, they want me to go down the field. I'm not doing it. Initially, I was thinking we'd get the ball back off a field goal. You know, they kick the field goal, we get the ball, go down the field. But not going to risk it here. We'll do one more play just to see. Yeah, and that's where we'll do it. That's going to do it for the first half, guys. Don't miss the second half. It's still a tight contest. Despite the 0 on the scoreboard for the Colorado Buffaloes, they are playing us extremely tough. So do not go anywhere. Do not miss any of the action. Utah, Colorado, game number 12. Looking for back-to-back undefeated regular seasons. When's the last time that's happened? Was it like Boise State during the Kellen Moore years that happened? We got it. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, TV Sports 27. It is the second half. Utah, Buffalo.